presentation. I as moderator in here, and the title of presentation is Approaches to Language Teaching, Grammar, Translation, and Audio-Lingual. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, how are you today?
Fine.
Okay. Today I will present about the approaches to language teaching, grammar, translation, and audio-lingual. Grammar translation approach. According to Stern, 1983, page 455, grammar translation is a way of studying a language that approach the language first through detailed analysis of its grammar rules. Yeah. Okay, the first is grammar translation approach. According to Stern, 1983, page 455, grammar translation is a way of studying a language that approach the language first through detailed analysis of its grammar rules. Yeah, in grammar translation, we focus on grammatical rules. Grammar translation is a one way for teaching language based on the grammar rules. And then this method requires students to translate the text word for word, and memorize the grammatical rules and accept some new vocabulary. Yeah, in this method, students will the teacher give the student text or passage, and then the student translate it into the native language. And in this method, student will memorize the word that they translate, and then they know about the grammatical rules. Next, the activities in grammar translation. For the first is explanation of grammar rule. Because the basic unit of teaching and learning practice is the sentence. Yeah. This activity is the first activity. Why? Because when we want to teach using grammar translation method, we must tell our students about the grammatical rules. Because the basic unit of language, the basic unit of teaching and language practice is the sentence. Yeah. In the sentence, we have a grammatical rule. So that's why the first activity is explain about the grammatical rules. And then the second is a reading section. The major focus is on reading and writing with little or not systematic attention to listening and speaking. Yeah, in grammar translation, there is focus in reading and writing. Why? Because in reading and writing, we use the grammar. But in listening and speaking, there is a little attention of grammar translation. Why? Because in listening and speaking, usually the listener understand about the speaker says, although the grammatical is wrong, because usually the speaker use the gesture and it makes the Okay, I will continue about my presentation. And the last activity in grammar translation is vocabulary. Why? Because vocabulary words are chosen from the reading text used. Yeah. After we read the text or passage, actually we we find the new vocabulary in our brain, and it will aid our vocabulary. Next, the principles and technique in grammar translation. The first is translation of passage, like I said before. In the first technique, the student will translate the passage. The second is students will be asked to read a literary passage and then translate the target language into the native language. Yeah. After they translate the passage, student will ask to the teacher about the literary passage, and then translate the target language into the native language. For example, the passage is in Indonesian language, and then we as student we must change the passage into the native language and English language. And the third is translation may be written and spoken. Yeah. Even though I said before that grammar translation focus in reading and writing, but translation may be written and spoken. Why? Because in written, actually we use the text or passage and we can translate it. And in spoken, after we hear, we can translate. We can translate what the speaker says, and then translation made by students. It can show that they understand the meaning. Yeah, if the translation made by student itself, actually the student will understand about the meaning. Different with the translation that made by the others, the student will not understand about the meaning of the passage. Audio-Lingual method is a method for foreign language teaching which emphasize the teaching of listening and speaking. Yeah, Audio-Lingual is a method that can the teacher use in listening and speaking skills. Why? Because in Audio-Lingual we hear about what the people say, and then some beliefs about language and language learner. For the first is listening and speaking are the most basic language skill. Yeah, like I said before that listening and speaking are the most basic language skill in Audio-Lingual. Because in Audio-Lingual, we usually using in listening and speaking skills. And then the second is each language has its own unique structure and rules. Yeah, each language or every language has the unique structure and rules. Like in English, there is the rules for the and rules for the structure of the sentence. And then the last is a language is learned through forming habits. Yeah. Based on Audio-Lingual, a language is learned through forming habits. We can learn Audio-Lingual based on our behavior or habits. And next, the main objectives of Audio-Lingual. For the first is students can understand foreign language speak at normal speed and care about the usual things that happen around the conversation. Yeah, the first objective is the student can can or able to speak with the normal speed, not low speed, but in normal, dengan kecepatan yang normal. And then care about the usual things that happen around the conversation. And we can menyesuaikan dengan dengan keadaan saat kita sedang bercakap-cakap. And the second is language learners who can speak in the right language. Yeah. We as language learners must able to speak in the right language. Like us, we must can able to speak in English language. And the third is language learning does not have a problem in clarifying the material. And the last is language learners who are able to write with good standard. Yeah, language learners must able to write the sentence after they hear with a good standard. Next. 3 assumptions of audio-lingual. For the first is language is utterances used in everyday life. Yeah, language. Usually we use language in everyday life. We communicate with other people using language. And then listening and speaking come first, then followed by reading and writing. Yeah. In audio-lingual, we listening and speaking come first. In audio-lingual, we hear first. We hear about what the speaker says. After that, we can write what the speaker says. And then every language user is directed to speak in different way or concept. Yeah. Every people or every language user must directly speak in different way of concept. Like wherever we are, we must able to directly speak in English language. Next. The technique of audio-lingual. For the first is dialogue memorization. Students memorize the dialogue through in their ways. The students usually take the role of one person in the dialogue. Yeah. For the first technique is dialogue memorization. Why? Because after we hear what the speaker says, we always memorize about the speaker says. Usually, the hearer take or choose one person to easier memorize or remember. And the second is backward build-up drill. This drill is used when a long line of a dialogue that make the student trouble. Yeah, in this technique, especially in backward build-up drill, the teacher begin with the part of the end of the sentence to keep the intonation of the line as natural as possible. Yeah, the teacher used this drill after the student have the trouble. So the teacher using this drill. And the third is repetition drill. The students are asked to repeat the teacher's model as accurately as possible. Yeah, repetition drill. The teacher repeat the audio of the material. So the student will understand and can hear carefully about the material. And then the fourth is chain drill. A chain drill gives the teacher opportunities to check each student's speech. Yeah. In chain drill, the teacher check the student understanding one by one of the students. It uh, it can know about the ability of the student. And then single slot substitution drill. The major purpose of this drill is to give the students practice in finding and filling the slots of the sentence. Yeah, in single slot substitution drill, usually the teacher gives the passage with the blank word in the passage. After that, the student listen the audio from the passage that given by the teacher. And then multiple slot substitution drill. There is a similarity with the single slot substitution drill, but the difference is that single and multiple. In multiple slot substitution, the student must know what part of each cue is and make any other change. Yeah. In single slot substitution drill, there is a part or word that blank, but in multiple, there is the part of speech and make any other change like subject verb agreement. There is no one word, but there is the multiple word. And then transformation drill. In this drill, the students are asked to transform the sentence like an affirmative sentence into negative sentence. Yeah, we know that transformation is perubahan. So the students, after they read or listen the speaker say, they must able to transform the sentence like after the affirmative sentence into the negative sentence. And the last is question and answer drill. This drill gives the students practice to answering the question. Yeah. The last drill also can measure the ability or the understanding of the student by the question and answer.
The conclusion today is about the British language teaching, grammar translation, and audio-lingual. Grammar translation approach is a teaching for a language method derived from the classical method of teaching Greek and Latin. And there is the principle and technique of grammar translation. The first is translation of a passage, and second is student will be asked to read a literary passage and then translate the target language into the native language. Third is translation may be written and spoken. Four is translation made by students can show that they understand their meaning. And according to Willamette, there are some characteristics in grammar translation. The first is the major emphasis on reading and writing with little or no systematic attention. And second is vocabulary words are chosen from the reading text used. And the third is the basic unit of the teaching and language practice is the sentence. And for the audio-lingual approach is the method that which focus is repetition some words to memorize. And there is the main objectives of the audio-lingual method. The first is language is the utterances used in everyday life. The second is listening and speaking come first. And the last is every language user is directed to speak in different ways. So the techniques of audio-lingual method is dialect memorization, backward build-up, expansion drill, repetition drill, chain drill, single slot substitution drill, multiple slot substitution drill, transformation drill, and last question and answer drill. So that's the conclusion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.